liberals and guns. I really do think people who are liberal should be more into guns than they are. I mean, it's like the right wing is pretty pro-gun generally, and the left wing is pretty not pro-gun generally, pro-gun control. And, it really, I don't understand why people are really anti-gun because it's not well, I do understand actually because they're brainwashed. They are counting on the government to come and save them. Yes. And it's like, well, if the other side is arming itself, you should arm yourself too. Now, I am not advocating violence. Do not go out and do anything stupid. Do not destroy people's property and do not kill them, okay? Because if you do, you're a dumbass, and I'm not responsible for your stupidity, okay? This video can't make you do anything. You choose to do that. Anyway, do not go out and commit a terrorist attack. Do not assassinate anyone. Do not destroy anyone else's property or government property. Do not do these things, okay? Now, that being said, liberals like to say, we need more gun control, and oh my god, the government is running extermination camps. Do you really want the people running extermination camps to take your guns or to take guns away? Do you not want to be armed in an environment like that? If that's truly the case, that's just about as stupid as the conservatives who go, come and take my guns, or they'll never get my guns, and Mulan Labe and all that crap, and then say, police support and thin blue line. They don't understand who's going to come and take their guns, which will be the police, of course. Anyhow, they have diluted the cognitive dissonance from both sides. It's just mind-boggling to me. But I'm just a little autistic guy, so what do I know? Actually, I know quite a lot. There are those that say, the people can never defeat the government, a tyrannical government. I'm like, what about the U.S. in Afghanistan and Vietnam? The U.S. lost. The Soviet Union in Afghanistan, it lost. The Russians in the First Chechen War, they lost. The French in Vietnam, the French in Algeria, they lost. Israel in Lebanon, they lost. As we can see, guerrillas and insurgents have been beating professional militaries pretty consistently since World War II. And it's like people say, oh, we want to ban assault rifles and all that stuff, military-style rifles. They're actually called, I prefer the term service rifle, which is a rifle used by the military. You see, there are those who would argue that service rifles should not be in the hands of civilians. You really trust the government that much? You say you don't trust the government. Do you trust them enough to protect you, or for them to be armed and not you? Dictators throughout history, be they Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Pol Pot, or Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, or Kim Jong-un, or many others, they love themselves some gun control. They love it. Hell, in communist China, you couldn't even practice martial arts for decades. Anyway, I am trying to educate people and trying to get people to wake up. You see, the government, with all the propaganda about, quote unquote, regarding service rifles, or AKA assault rifles. You see, when they do that, they are looking out for themselves, not for you, themselves. If they were, now, I'll come out and admit that the most common murder weapon in the U.S. is our handguns. Now, wouldn't it make more sense if they were trying to ban handguns than service rifles? It would, wouldn't it? I mean, you're more likely to be murdered with a car, a hammer, or a knife than you are with a quote-unquote military-style assault rifle. But they don't tell you that. Why? Because they want to protect themselves. Remember this, the government will protect itself first. But you don't see too many arguments for banning handguns. I think there are ways we could increase the safety of the public more without banning guns. I mean, we need to legalize all drugs. We need to end the for-profit prison system. We need better housing. We need better education. We need better mental health services. And it's like if we could legalize drugs, we could end homelessness real easily. And we also need to do a lot of things in this country. Because I hear America's the greatest country in the world. It's like here are the few things we're great on. We're number one on. We're number one on prison populations. We're number one on people that believe that there is on Christians. We are number one on Christian population. We are number one on military spending. Now, I'm not saying those last two things are problems, but we are also number one on COVID deaths. You know, we aren't the greatest country in the world anymore. Anyway, it's really, really just, we need to get our heads out of our asses, people. We need some serious change in this country. But gun control is not going to help. It's going to hurt. Anyway, it's important to remember that it doesn't matter what tools you have, it matters who has the tool. Any weapon can be used for good or it can be used for evil, just like a car. And I mean, the worst mass murder events in history, such as 9/11, the Nice truck attack, and the Oklahoma City bombing, none of them involved firearms. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be good to you all. Peace.